Well, I did have an opportunity, guys, to talk with Jimmy Prock, and obviously this is a very tough situation that they put themselves in with those back-to-back first-round defeats. Jimmy said the car did kind of throw him some bones, throw him some information in the sessions that are pretty similar to what we've got right now. But the car was a little bit on the ragged edge, and it didn't quite make it all the way down. So Jimmy thought he could tune it up here, tune it up there, and do a few things. But he's decided, because bottom line is you got to get to the finish line first. He's going to go ahead and back this race car down, make sure it goes A to B, and then if John outruns him, that's just the way it's going to be.
Well, based on what we saw last evening or yesterday in qualifying, I mean, Robert Hight was on a very good run in that final session. He was alongside Tim Wilkerson, and he was 200ths quicker at one point on the racetrack. And remember, Tim went 407, and then shortly after that, Hight smoked the tires.
And we look at the points. So Jack Beckman, with his win, went around John Forrest, who's now dropped 15 behind in the round wins. But, of course, that happened earlier in this round. This is John's opportunity to come back at it.
And both these drivers need a round win here, and Robert definitely needs a race win. So whoever loses this is going to get hurt big time.
Robert's a little more needy than John. But that left lane and John Forrest, that combination took Robert Hight down. 4:14, 309 miles an hour.
Well, John Forrest went in deep. That means he put the top pre-stage light out, which really helped would help your reaction time. He still had a pretty bad reaction time, but it also really took a lot off of that elapsed time. He probably gave up about 0.05 of a second right there. That was probably more like a 409 run as opposed to a 414, because he just did not get the normal rollout by staging deep like that.
And despite the little rain shower, the track looks to be in pretty good shape still. No change.
Watch the pre-stage light go out. That tells you he's in at least 0.05 of a second deep at that point. That makes a very nice run, though. Still runs 4:14, giving away a lot on that starting line.
Here is the Lucas Oil ladder in funny car as John Forrest climbs out. Two of the contenders are out, Capps and Robert Hight. And so when they come back, Tim Wilkerson and John Forrest will face one another. That's two Fords, and Bob Tasca and Del Worsham. Go to the stat guy.
Here's one of those wacky ones about Ashley Forrest taking on Jack Beckman. She has raced the DSR stable, the current drivers. This will be the 27th time, but here's the numbers. 4-4 against Beckman, 2-2 against Hagan, 7-7 against Capps. Is that amazing? She just heads up with all of them.